Good evening, gang. You may be wondering why I'm sitting here inside of an odd room under the guise of a spontaneously lit cafeteria, even wondering why I'm sporting a suitcase and a trifold pirate hat. Well, allow me to explain, and in doing so, charge my iPhone while I begin this voiceover tale. I may appear to be simply sitting here, narcissistically filming myself for my own personal satisfaction, but through the blur of motion and glass lies the twinkling night atmosphere of downtown Salt Lake, preparing to recycle and churn out another normal day for all of its inhabitants and workers. This left me little to do, aside from falling into the swirling soundscape of night travelers pursuing a means to the world that they call home. I sat here checking the Avalanche game and chatting on Facebook while preparing for the departure from reality and voyage into fiction. And yes, I'm sitting here in an airport wearing a pirate hat. Such is the dress code at home. I give JetBlue mad props. The plane was at capacity, yet there was enough room that the feeling of sardines was kept strictly trapped inside of my iPhone's Twitter as I struggled to learn more about the Avalanche game and chuckle when learning that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was concerning hockey. I could watch it at 35,000 feet. Then, for the first time since awakening at the Apple Store in the Florida Mall, my phone was shut down. I would come to loathe the captain for interfering with Charlie's description of proper hockey finesse, but it meant one very important thing. I was leaving reality. I found it ironic that the first thing I would stumble across on this trip was Toy Story 3, playing behind the fine print of procedure, a fantasy trap within the confines of monetary importance. Hours later, many attempts at sleep, I found myself cruising over the Great Lakes towards a city I've not seen since August of 2001, New York, my stepping stone to absolute bliss, of which Goofy ushered me forward with temptations of Dunkin' Donuts. The plane stirred to life as the concrete jungle slept, yawning with each passing light. The Empire State Building, Long Island, and the faint telltale pinprick of Lady Liberty awash in the murky blackness of the unknown reminded me of what my life had led me to. A child trapped in a world of constant demands, wishing simply to create a world all his own through literature and Disney. It would require me to find my own way, past the stereotyped shirt, drastically overpriced I might add, to another aircraft bound for adventure. I loathe this phone, being able to fall asleep at the touch of my finger, while I could do little more than sit here, staring at as the awakening day began to creep, stretch along the horizon towards the sleeping states. I was enamored by the connection of rebirth and the rippling waves, so much so that it took me a great many moments to realize that I was flying high in the air, above the Atlantic Ocean. And suddenly, without a moment's remorse or realization of sudden oh my godness, I realized that I felt as though I was part of Lost, and all I could think about was Smokey. Now neither could Smokey get to me, and neither could sleep. Oh, how I wish I could sleep. The Atlantic quickly passed to beaches, then marshes and tiny stubble of buildings began to pepper the green landscape. Daytona crawled below. I-95 seemed to be the footpath my plane was choosing to take straight to Walt's domain. Orlando greeted me with an open terminal, palm trees, and stairs as I disembarked the terminal, setting once more into the land of adventure, leaving realities to still sleep, coattails of the Rockies. Say what you will, but I am home. Catch you guys later.
Baggage claim is on level 2. Resort and other ground transport